Vanessa Cunningham was the perfect wife. Lily Cunningham was the perfect stepdaughter. But behind closed doors, their story was anything but perfect, and only one of them would survive to tell it. What seemed like a fairy tale family quickly spiraled into a nightmare, as a horrifying secret buried deep beneath the surface was about to be exposed. What happened inside the Cunningham home would shock an entire town and uncover the chilling truth about an evil stepmom. In the quiet town of Ridgewood, nestled among pine forests and winding roads, nothing ever seemed out of place. It was the kind of place where neighbors waved, kids played in yards, and families appeared picture-perfect from the outside. But one family was hiding something darker than anyone could have imagined. That family belonged to the Cunninghams. Michael Cunningham was a respected accountant, recently remarried to a woman named Vanessa. After the sudden death of his first wife, he had done his best to rebuild his life with his 12-year-old daughter, Lily. Vanessa seemed like a godsend, warm, polished, and ready to take on motherhood. But behind her flawless smile was something chilling. At first, things appeared normal. Vanessa took Lily to school, helped with homework, even attended PTA meetings. But as months passed, neighbors noticed a change. Lily, once outgoing and cheerful, had become withdrawn. She flinched at loud sounds and stopped playing with friends. Teachers noted bruises on her arms, but when questioned, Lily insisted she was just clumsy. Michael, wrapped up in work and trusting his new wife, never suspected anything. Then came the night of October 12th. Vanessa called 911 in a panic, saying Lily had gone missing. A search party scoured the town for 2 days. Flyers were posted, news crews arrived, and the entire community rallied. But there was no sign of Lily, until a lone hiker discovered something strange in the woods behind the Cunningham's house, a shallow grave, covered by rocks and brush. Inside was Lily. Her tiny body had been carefully wrapped in a blanket. Shock rippled through Ridgewood. Police questioned everyone. Vanessa wept for the cameras, playing the role of grieving stepmother. Michael stood by her, unable to process the horror. But detectives weren't convinced. During the autopsy, something unusual was found: fibers in Lily's mouth, suggesting she had been gagged. There were old healing fractures on her ribs and a wrist that had been broken weeks earlier. The injuries didn't match the timeline Vanessa had described. Then a crucial tip came in. A teenage neighbor had installed a wildlife camera near the trail behind the Cunningham home. He checked the footage on a whim and found something chilling. Vanessa dragging a large object wrapped in a sheet late at night, just hours before reporting Lily missing. Investigators got a search warrant. Inside the house, in the basement, they found a locked cabinet. Inside were journals, Vanessa's journals. Page after page described her growing resentment toward Lily. She referred to the girl as a blemish and reminder of a woman I'll never be. The final entries hinted at her plans to correct the mistake. Forensic teams found Lily's blood in the basement. A hammer with traces of blood and hair was hidden beneath insulation in the attic. The story Vanessa had told unraveled quickly. She was arrested on charges of first-degree murder, child abuse, and obstruction of justice. Her trial shocked the nation, with her own writings used as key evidence. Michael testified against her, devastated by what had happened right under his nose. But the most haunting part, Vanessa had no history of violence. No red flags. Just a woman who wore the mask of love until its cracked hand revealed the monster beneath. Vanessa Cunningham was sentenced to life in prison without parole. Today, the Cunningham house sits abandoned. Locals say you can still feel the coldness inside. Some believe Lily's spirit lingers, watching over other children, warning them sometimes evil doesn't come with claws or fangs. Sometimes it smiles and tucks you in at night.